Buenos días. ¿Cómo amanecieron? Como dice mi papá, ¿cómo estamos? Bonito, bonito. I want to thank everybody for showing up, and I also want to thank, special thanks to Arceli and her beautiful family, which was Patty, Michael, Lucrecia, Pancho, Luis, and Beth, and also Mike's parents, Ed and Joan, for having a wonderful dinner Thursday night. There was a lot of good food, and the joke was that we left for dinner in Minnesota and we ended up eating in Ohio. It was such a long ride, but it was wonderful. And Mike, I don't know if Mike's here, he made enough chicken to feed El Ejército de Guatemala. And they're still eating. But thank you. I'm excited for this morning and also this afternoon because we're going to do the walkathon. I don't know if any of you, maybe you do obviously know that Dr. Carlos Salguero, that's the brainchild of Dr. Carlos Salguero, and Lucrecia has been championing the walkathon every step of the way. We've had walkathons in DC, Chicago, Florida, and now we're going to walk today. And what I like about the walkathon, I think it's a very clever and healthy way to raise money. But it's also a wonderful way to raise hope. And that's what we're doing. We're raising hope. We're raising hope for students who we give scholarships to. We're raising hope for families by providing shelter, raising hope for those that need hospice care, and raising hope for children and women and children that need help. What is hope is an optimistic state of mind from an expectation of a positive outcome. And that's what we provide. We provide positive outcomes. And we're also partnered with Lisa Burns back there for Feed My Starving Children. We fed some meals with them, so that's wonderful, and I really appreciate that. And I'm very grateful. One thing I'm very grateful for is all the support and care that each of you showed for the victims of El Volcán de Fuego. It seemed like in the spur of the moment, you guys were all able to reach into your hearts and into your pockets and help us raise $6,500, which I think is wonderful. And this will help give hope to families whose lives and day-to-day living were turned upside down and devastated by the volcano. So that I'm very grateful. And we're going to be talking about projects. As you know, every year we have a bunch of projects coming down the pipeline. Dr. Luis will be talking about that. So if you guys have flights, he will finish probably around Tuesday, 10 a.m. So you guys may be able to make it. I tease because I love it. But anyway, I think the shelters are great because they're kind of offer a very comfortable and safe place for families that need hope. We have shelters in Escuintla, Hospital Roosevelt, Incan, and the Mother and Children Shelter in Hospital Nacional de Petén, and I think that's wonderful. Also, I just want a couple more things. One thing is that today's el 15 de septiembre, right? Which is wonderful, and we went out Thursday night. We had a wonderful comida típica, and what that presents to me is, and we get along here with people from Guatemala, is a lot of pride. We are people of pride. Whether you were born in Guatemala, whether your parents are from Guatemala, or whether you're from Cuba and you become embraced from somebody from Guatemala, it's wonderful. And this pride is just, it fills your heart. But at the same time, when we come here and we talk about what Friends of Guatemala has accomplished, we gain a lot of enthusiasm. So right now we have this combination of pride and enthusiasm, which is wonderful. But the key is that we need to carry this past today. Today is great, it feels like it's a pep rally and everything, but what are we going to do next week, a month from now, 3 months from now? We still need to retain that pride and enthusiasm so that 360 odd days from now, we've maintained it throughout the whole year. I think that's important. But one of the most important things, and this I might get emotional right now, but one thing we need to do, and this is very, very, very critical right now in this juncture, is that we need to focus on how are we going to recruit the next generation of members. How are we going to take this wonderful nonprofit organization that we have and infuse sangre nueva into it? We need to, because I look at everybody here, and you guys have worked so hard, tirelessly, diligent, to help so many people in Guatemala. And you know, I look at what Dr. Luis Giron has done. I look at what Dr. Hector Rene Ramirez has done. And I'll be honest with you, that's a big void we need to fill. And we've got to figure out how we can fill that void. We need to bring people with enthusiasm, care. Because I know at one time my mom stood up here, I'm standing up here, and my ultimate goal is to have my oldest son, London, one day stand up here. And we need to figure this out. And I'll be honest with you, I know each and every one of you here has a social network and a professional network. And I don't know your networks, but I know that you need to reach out to your sons, your daughters, your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, your cousins, and have them join us. I mean, we are, I honestly think we're at a tipping point where we need to bring some new people in. And I wrote in my newsletter, which I know each and every one of you read, so this may be redundant, but I had a little there where we can maybe as gifts for graduation or something, you know, cut a check for someone, say, here, you are now a member of Guatemala, and you need to carry it from here on out. Or even grandkids. Say, sorry, buddy, instead of having toys this year, I wrote a $50 check for you and donated it to the Friends of Guatemala. I just think we need to do something, and this is a very important time to do it. But anyway, so it's reality. So I want to thank you. I want to welcome you. Thank you, everybody.